What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Data Analyst with Leicester on FM22. Today, we have Manchester City in the Carabao Cup third round. I'm coming back for this game because they're doing something that we haven't actually seen yet. If we go to the Data Hub and look at the overview for our next opponent, they're playing an advanced playmaker out wide as Phil Foden. So, it's the first time we've seen that, so it'll be interesting how we're going to deal with that. They don't have any playmaker through the middle. Like, De Bruyne is just a central midfielder, which, I mean, we still need to pay him good attention because it's Kevin De Bruyne. But they've got a winger on one side. They got a false nine. So this is going to be interesting. Like last time we played them, if we go to our past meetings, they played the 4-3-3 as well. If we go to the match in the FA Cup, FA Community Shield, they played the 4-3-3 as well. But they played Grealish and Mahrez as I think Grealish was an inverted winger. Mahrez was an inside forward. I think Silva was their playmaker. So I went with this 5-1-2-2. Tielemans in defensive midfield as a playmaker. Ndidi marking Silva. I went with two up top to deal, to kind of go against their two center backs. But it did decently well. I mean, if you look at this, we were the better team. We probably deserved to win that match. But wait, is that right? Which team is which? No, okay, I think they were the better team. I think the light blue is us. I think the darker blue is them. Yeah, okay, so never mind. They were the better team, but so it didn't work super well. But so I think I'm gonna try something a little bit different, and they're not like they're playing advanced playmaker out wide on that one, so this will require something a little bit different. Let's restart that. I'm not happy with that. What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Data Analyst with Leicester on FM22. Today we have Manchester City in the Carabao Cup third round. Coming back for them because if we look at the Data Hub, they're playing an advanced playmaker out wide. So with that, a false nine, a winger, De Bruyne as a central midfielder, which we still need to pay attention to De Bruyne because he's Kevin De Bruyne. Even though he's not a playmaker, we still should probably focus on him, have somebody to mark him, but so I think it'll be something a little bit different. If we look at the last time we played them, they didn't. Though they played the same shape, I believe, but they didn't play the same roles. See, they played 4-3-3 as well, but Grealish was an inside inverted winger, I believe, and Mahrez was an inside forward. Silva was the playmaker. So I went with five at the back, just to kind of deal with the two players cutting in. I don't think Torres was he a false nine that game. I don't know if he was a false nine or not. Maybe this wasn't the best call. Tielemans playing deep as a playmaker, I thought was a good idea because they didn't have an attacking midfielder. He did not play well though, but I don't know if I actually need to do three at the back if they don't have any inside forwards or inverted wingers. I think I can play a little bit different for this match. So if we go back to the overview, I think I'm gonna play a four at the back. I think I want to play two wide central midfielders, like wide midfielders, not advanced playmakers. I'll just explain it. I want to play here instead of up here because I think I'd rather have somebody that sits a little bit deeper that can mark Phil Foden from a deeper position, and going against a winger and a wing back overlapping. I'd rather have a little bit more help for that fullback, so I think bringing him deep will help with that. Obviously, need some central midfielders to deal with Kevin De Bruyne. I think I will play a defensive midfielder again. I think I'll play like a 4-1-4-1, just like this. A deep line playmaker in front of the back, right behind a midfield four. One striker up top. I don't know if I'd like to have two strikers since they have two central defenders. They also have a screening defensive midfielder, so I think this will work best. So the advanced playmaker is going to be on the left, so our right-sided midfielder needs to be... That's actually perfect. Albrighton's a decent defender, so he could actually mark him very well. 12 tackling for Mark Albrighton. So he could do very well marking the advanced playmaker. He can play winger support then. Do I want to play him as a winger? Do I want to play him like as a defensive winger? Press opposing fullbacks, win the ball high up the pitch, and either hold it up for the rest of the team or drive to the byline and get a quick cross. I mean, I think winger's fine. Right back is going to be Pereira. He can play fullback attack. I think that's okay. I'm happy with winger on this side and fullback support on the other. I do think I want a winger on this side as well. To be on this side. Because they have a wingback who looks like he's a little attacking. I think I'd rather try to double up on the wings instead of trying to cut in. Since they have a defensive midfielder, like he could actually help mark that inverted winger if I have him as an inverted winger. I think I'd rather have just a winger. So winger on the left is going to be Marcus Edwards. In terms of the midfield, I think I want a ball winner on the side of Kevin De Bruyne, which is going to be the right hand side, so our left hand side. So this should be a ball winner on support. That's going to be Ndidi. I do want a playmaker. I think that's going to be Sumare. And this is obviously going to be James Madison. But we'll see what it roll like. I'll start with him as... I don't know if I want him as Mazzala. I might play with just center mid attack. Because we got a winger on that side. I think a winger and Mazzala on the same side would be a little bit... I think they'd be a little bit getting in each other's way. So I'm going to do that. Advanced forward is obviously going to be Jamie Vardy. Left back, I think it's obviously going to be Luke Thomas. He's been so much better than where is he? Brian Bertrand. He's been so much better than Bertrand. Bertrand's been terrible, like literally, like horrifically bad. All right. So they have a false nine, which I think our defensive midfielder can actually help with that false nine too. I think that's actually what makes a lot of sense to have a defensive midfielder against a false nine. Like false nine probably won't mark them in our attack, but when they're attacking, like the deep line playmaker should do a pretty good job against that false nine, and the center backs don't have to actually close them down, so they can kind of hold their shape a little bit and stop pulling them out of position. We don't have much choice in terms of center backs we got because Fofana's injured. I thought Soyuncu was injured, but I guess not. He got a little bit knocked in the last match, but I think he'll be fine. So who? I mean, okay. It did say if we look at the scout report, it did say collectively these players are very good with their off-ball movement. Vestergaard's positioning may help to combat this. So even though they've got a pretty fast striker, but I think the fact they're using him as a false nine, he won't be trying to get him behind very often. So I think Vestergaard might actually be a sneaky good option. Also, it says 4 of the 9 assists conceded in the last 12 matches have come from deep positions, so Vestergaard's aerial ability may help to exploit this. So I think Vestergaard might actually make decent sense as an option in here. He's got 16 positioning. He's got pretty good technical ability. Obviously, they're not going to go for many headers, but Soyuncu on the other side. What is the positioning of Johnny Evans? 15. I mean, he's better technically as well. I don't know. Either Johnny Evans or Yannick Vestergaard's going to start there. I just think Vestergaard, we don't need that aerial ability nearly as much. I think I'd rather have Johnny Evans, a little bit better technical defender, a little bit quicker. Vestergaard can be on the bench, though. And obviously in goal is going to be Kasper Schmeichel. He's been a little bit better than when he started out as, so that's good. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Make sure this is the primary rotating tactic. It is. I mean, 5 at the back didn't work last time against them, so maybe this will work a little bit better. All right. Any other changes I want to make based on the analyst report? Defended to have some central areas very well, so I definitely want to focus on the wings. So I think I'm actually going to look for overlaps and maybe focus down the wings. Because they've defended the central areas very well. 19 of 124 entries in the final third, in the defensive third, only coming from the center mid area. So they've moved in the attacking third well from the positions on the left. Wow, 102 of 199. They really focused down the left-hand side. Maybe I don't want the fullback on attack then. Maybe I'll go with a wingback on support and a fullback on support. Uh, Negatives for them: position close to the penalty spot. Scored none of the 15 shots they've attempted from outside the penalty area. Struggle to make inroads into attacking areas from central. So they're not good at attacking from central areas, but they're also not good defensively from central areas. Interesting. Allowing the opposition to have good touch to shots ratio in the penalty area. 68 of the 124 occasions in which they've allowed the opposition to the attacking third of the pitch come from positions on the left. So they're really good attacking on the left. Their probably biggest weakness is defending on the left. Lost possession on the left side of the pitch and in the middle third. Maybe a wing back on support. Stays on support, doesn't get too attacking, but wing back will get him a little bit further forward. Really look to probably exploit that right hand side in the attack. So maybe not play, focus on both flanks, but focus on the play down the right. Look for the overlap on the right. I think with Madison on that side, Albright and Pereira, we should be able to kind of overload that right hand side of the pitch. All right. I don't think there's anything else I want to look at. Pass maps, see what their pass map looked like. Last match against Brighton, they focus a lot down the flanks. Mostly down this left-hand side. Mendy to Sterling. De Bruyne was on that side, so that'll change a little bit. They played Jack Grealish in center midfield. A lot between Ferland Mendy and Aymeric Laporte. Mendy was out everything on the everything went through Mendy. Walker a little bit less. But they had Kevin De Bruyne on that side, so that might be part of it. So it might not be the same thing next time. Attacking efficiency. I'll look at their passing. So they pass quite a bit, pretty accurate. One of the best pass completion ratios in the league, but they might go a little bit more attack. They're not going like crazily short like Norwich is, but they're going relatively short. I mean, look at where we're going, pretty short or pretty long. I think we're kind of average in terms of the length of our passing. Wow, very few blocks. How are they doing in the headers? They're pretty strong in heading, but they just don't attempt very many. So I don't think having Vestergaard. I mean, if I was to put Vestergaard in there, it'd mostly be for his corner ability, which I think they're decently good at stopping because of their strong heading ability because their center backs are pretty tall. Have the same average height. Playing style adventurous, playing mentality adventurous, passing zonal more often. All right, nothing huge there. What's they bet? They've been most vulnerable to facing 4-3-3 DM wides. But a chance against only every 85 minutes, so they're still not vulnerable. I think I'm going to go with this. All right, let's advance to the day of the Man City match. We'll make sure we've got the right squad picked. Make sure they're going with the same squad that we're expecting them to play. Jakubovic is leaving to join Houston Dynamo for $450K. He's not even registered. He's 36 years old. I don't need Eldon Jakubovic, so he can go. Is he leaving now, or is he? Yeah, no, he's leaving January 1st. Okay, that's fine. So I'll see you on the day of the Man City match. A couple more advances. We're on the day of the game, and they are not playing what we expected. Sterling is playing on the left wing. Foden's going to play as an advanced playmaker at center midfield next to De Bruyne. So they are still playing the false nine and the winger, but they're playing a complete wing back at right back now. So I think definitely want to play a fullback support there, but that'll change up almost entirely how we're going to play them because I think because of Sterling as an inside forward, I want to move the Zumare, the deep line playmaker, to cover his side a little bit. So I'm going to move him off center. He's coming down this side, so Or no, this side. So he can play there. Their ball winner is. See, they're playing a ball winner and De Bruyne. So I don't know if I actually want to play Madison. I want to play two pretty defensive central midfielders because I really want to win that midfield battle. Like my playmaker, my creativity is going to come from my deep lying playmaker. So if we look at their opposition again, they're playing Foden on the left. So ball winner should be over here. Should be Chowdhury, and this should be a box to box. I don't think I'm going to play Mendy. We don't need a. I do still want a winger on this side. I think I still want two wingers actually. I don't think it changes how I want to play this in terms of our defense. Maybe I don't need the Edwards to be so defensive, or Albrighton to be so defensive here. Actually, might play him a little bit further forward, like here. I mean, where they're playing a winger, and I kind of want to stay deep against the winger. I'll still play him here. He's just not going to be man marking. It's going to be Chowdhury man marking this game. Go into team selection so I can actually select next match. He's going to be man mark there, mid center left. Castagna Albright. I think I'm going to play Castagna as a fullback support this time just because of that. I did change the lineup just a little bit based on fitness. Soyuncu's not fully fit. Vardy's not fully fit. Pereira's not fully fit. Amarty's not fully fit. Didi's not fully fit. So I did quite a bit of rotation. And it's a Carabao Cup, so I'm not super concerned. Mendy's not fully fit, but I'm going to play him. He hasn't played a whole lot of minutes, so I think he can be fine. But I still think I'm going to go with this. Bertrand's coming in at left back because Luke Thomas has got a heavy match load. So Johnny Evans and Vestergaard's going to start at center back. So taking a little bit of a risk there. I might drop the defensive line because of that. Actually, I mean, a high defensive line makes sense against a false nine. Give him less space to drop into. But they're so slow. I'll drop it back a touch. Just go to standard. Distribute to the playmaker. I think I'll keep everything else the way it is. Chowdhury's man marking their playmaker. I think that's good. I think that's what we're going to go with. See if this works. We need one more player on the bench. So Sinichu Thomas. I want a midfielder on the bench. I guess it'll be Ndidi. Because I don't think there's a spot for Madison in this team. Like maybe on the bench just in case I need to change something up, but I mean I've got plenty of other players that are kind of. I mean I want to rest for this match, so I think I'm fine resting Madison, resting Harvey Barnes, resting Pereira. All right, I think that's gonna be it. Let's go. Say this is our chance to exact revenge on Man City after our last experience against them. Let's show them who we really are. Revenge always works. Have faith. Most of the team is motivated or inspired and motivated for Marcus Edwards and Timothy Castagna. Do you think the first goal here will be crucial? I mean, it's nice to start out well, and if we can get that from the front foot, all the better. How much do you want to get revenge against Man City after the last meeting between the two teams? I think a few players are definitely using what happened last time as fuel for their fires. Absolutely. Man City suffered a surprising defeat to Brighton last time out. How does that affect your preparation for this match? Let's be ready for the inevitable reaction. The manager won't be happy with their last result, and you can be sure they'll want to set the record straight as soon as possible. All right, Carabao Cup, third round. I'm not super concerned about this. I want to win every match, but mostly this is going to be a learning experience. Will these two slow center backs cost us against a faster striker, but a faster striker playing a false nine? As Mendy scores him almost immediately. I wanted to make a change, but I want to make sure we're not marking Gabriel Jesus. We can tight mark him, but I don't want to trigger the press on him. Actually, I don't think we even need to tight mark him. Just don't press him. Let him drop deep. Definitely don't want the center backs to press him. Leave him to the defensive midfielder. Well, that's a good start. Mindy, after 2.5 minutes, puts us in the lead. I don't watch that play again because that kind of came out of nowhere. Evans picking it up deep, just driving through the midfield, finds Mindy, just plays it back. Like, what a finish! I mean, if that's Ederson, that probably saved. They have Scott Carson in net, so even if that's what's his name? I should know. He's the American goalkeeper. How am I drawing a blank? He's literally our national team's number one goalkeeper. Is he still there, or is he injured or something? Zach Steffen, he's injured. Out for 5 weeks to 2 months with a hip injury. So that's why Steffen's not in. That's why Carson's in there over Steffen. Another highlight here about the 18th minute, 19th minute. It's going to start with us. This has been a good match so far. We've played them very well. Like, we've had both highlights playing pretty high up for a team that's trying to sit a little bit deeper. But Marcus Edwards. Oh, he hits the post, but he's offside. Marcus Edwards was off, but that was a good attempt. Like, I'm pretty happy with what I've seen from this team so far. Playing it out to the defensive midfielder, I like it. Doing what I told him to. Albrighton was not a great pass. Maybe I shouldn't have played Albrighton in this game because I don't need someone that's more defensive, really. I mean, they do attack down this left-hand side a lot, so maybe it is nice to still have a more defensive player. Foden, Gabby Jesus. Haven't seen anything from Kevin De Bruyne yet, and we're not even trying to mark him out of the game. I mean, obviously we want a defensive player still kind of marking him, but we're not going to mark him wherever he goes because he's not the playmaker. So he's not going to get the ball quite as much. So we need to focus a little bit less on him. But Gabby Jesus nearly ties the game up after 25 minutes with a header from a pretty good cross. It's been an even match. Foden with the corner this time. Vestergaard's in there, so we shouldn't have any problems defending set pieces with Vestergaard and Evans at center back. Laporte. De Bruyne. Oh, I don't know if he saved that or if that hit the post. I think that just hit the post. I don't think he got a touch to it. Man City, in the last couple of minutes, have really taken advantage of it. Really pushed forward and been a lot better than they started. Ruben Diaz puts it wide. I mean, I feel like we need to change something. I mean, I think I'm going to go to cautious because they have all the ball right now. Maybe regroup. Stop trying to counter press. We need to just get focused on our defensive shape. Just see through this little bit of momentum for Man City. See if we can get into the second half with the lead. See if we can start off better in that half. Might change those instructions back at the start of the half. See if we can get off to a better start. Because we did not end that half well, but I mean we still have the lead. A great shot by Nampalis Mendy. I don't want to see even a hint of complacency in your performance. No complacency available. They've played really well, so we have to be at our best. Like I said, I think I want to change it back. Like I might go back to balanced. I'm already playing a high tempo. I might start pressing. Actually, am I full pressing? Yeah, I'm full pressing. So if I wasn't full pressing, I might actually really go for it, but let's counter press. If they start off this half well, then I'll change it back, but I want to see if we can get off to a better start. So we started the first half pretty well. See if we can start the second half as well. Keep an eye on shots in the second half. Mindy is tired, but he's been our best player, so I don't really want to take him off. Daka nearly. Goal kick. Been an even second half so far. They brought on Ferran Torres for... Oh, no, they brought on Bernardo for Ferran Torres. No, Ferran Torres for Bernardo. Wait, who's playing a right wing at the start for them? Bernardo Silva was playing out there? Was he playing as a winger? Because I thought it said Torres was starting. mean, he's playing as a winger now, so maybe I had it messed up at the start, but that's fine. Passon Daka's tired. They've made another sub. What was their sub? Sterling off, Ake on. Foden goes to advance. Okay, now they're going with what they said they're going to at the beginning. Ake comes on as a defensive midfielder. All right, we need to change it up. So the Foden is the playmaker out on the right wing, or on the left wing. So Albright needs to man mark the attacking midfielder left. Chowdhury no longer needs to man mark his position. Actually, he can. I want Chowdhury here to play against Kevin De Bruyne now as a ball winning midfielder. And I might take Mendy off, actually. He is tired. He has been our best player, but I think we can go more attacking now. I can bring on maybe Dewsbury Hall. Because I don't think we need to be so defensive against... Who did they bring in for their other midfielder? Belmonte moving to Mazzala. I think that we're going to be fine with a more attacking player here. I mean, I guess we don't need to because... Yeah, we don't need to just yet because we're winning the match. If we go down, then I'll probably make the change. I will switch them up still. I think I'll keep everything else the same. I think Castagna will go a little bit more attacking this time since they don't have an inverted winger. I can move Samari back to the middle. They don't have an inside forward or whatever on that side. All right. We started off the second half all right, so not too upset with how we started that. 3 shots. I mean, they've really picked it up the past couple of minutes. So they start slow, but they must in-house very fast because they got Mahrez on now. And that's a penalty. All right, well, Mahrez comes on for Belmonte, which means they moved the advanced playmaker back into the center midfield, I believe. Yeah, Foden back in the center midfield. So switch them back. Man mark their right center midfielder again. Or left center midfielder. Play him as a ball winner. Mendy over here is a box-to-box. Albright can stop marking position. And they've brought on Mahrez on the left, so he's playing like as a winger on that side. So I think we go back to fullback support. Everything else is about the same. I'm going to keep everything else the same. But I'm going to move back to what we were doing before. Actually, no, we actually need to go for this now, so I'm not going to move back to what we were doing before. If they don't score this, I will. But because they've really picked it up in the past couple of minutes, just like they did the first half. They've got a penalty. Marcus Edwards hasn't played his best game. Chowdhury's been awful. We put Ndidi on the bench? Yes, we did. Ndidi's probably going to come on. They had awarded the penalty. I knew it was a penalty. It was an obvious penalty. Who's going to take it? De Bruyne. Oh, De Bruyne is very good at penalties. He's not going to miss that. Oh, but he does. Schmeichel makes the save. All right. We're going to cautious. We are going to maybe play at a little bit slower tempo. Just a tick slower. Stop running at defense. Regroup. Trigger the press a little less. Don't prevent short goal distribution. Alright. Unless they score there. Okay, they don't. Let's say if they scored there, I'd have to change everything back. But Arsenal looks like they lost to Man United on penalties. Any other big upsets or anything? I mean, us beating Man City is pretty big. Pretty big. I didn't even get time to do subs. I was too focused on the other scores. We win the match. Probably not deserved. 2 XG to 0.8. We kind of completely, FM'd them, but I'll take it. I will take it. We are through to the next round of the not the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. Everyone thought we'd lose, but you've proven them wrong. Be proud. That was a great win. Not the most impressive performance. I don't know if I'm going to save that as our tactic against Man City because I don't know if it really worked. The magic of the cup strikes again. What a great day for Leicester. We're all really pleased with the result, but also the performance. That was something we really worked hard for. Bit of a collector's item today. Goal from Nampalis Mendy. How pleased were you to see him score that one? He gets a bit of stick from the other boys in the squad because he doesn't score very often. So I'm sure he'll be giving a bit back himself tonight. Good win. Very good goal to get the win too. Nice long shot. Schmeichel on form. Yeah, Schmeichel was huge. Brilliant in that game. All right, we're through. When's the next round going to be played? Do it right here, the 26th. So next time we'll come back, it's probably going to either be Monaco or Chelsea. Probably Chelsea, but it depends on what Monaco's running. If they're running something interesting, I might come back for that match. But like I said, we're going to come back pretty often in this save. Show quite a bit of the season since we're only doing one season. I want to show a lot of it. I want to show a lot of different formations, the different decisions I have to make. So yeah, I'll see you for that one. But that's going to be the end of the episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.